Hello, this is Jerry with the International Film Festival Manhattan, and here we go again, our second year. And every year we do a wrap up. And Louis, how do you feel today? It's our last day, closing night. 21 and Wake Up is playing.
We're so excited that we wrapped up another year, and we're looking forward to 2013 because we need to do negotiations in doing another one here, and of course opening up our submissions through Without the Box.
What's the feel with this year's, the 2012 batch as a filmmaker? How do you feel about it? And what's the difference from our first year?
I guess I'm just gonna say anything that comes out of my mind. Of course, this year, programming-wise, I tried to create a lighter mood, which was very perfect for this year because we experienced Sandy a few days ago. So having lighter movies was very entertaining. It was really helpful for New Yorkers. I'm happy that a lot of the filmmakers from around the world actually flew in spite of Hurricane Sandy, and which I think is our humble way of reopening Manhattan to a lot of the people and tourism. IFFM was able to help out on tourism.
That's also one of the things that I wanted to highlight this year. We were challenged because of the hurricane, which was we were the first major film event, and on top of that, almost all of the staff got sick. Louis got sick, and I got sick, and but we were able to pull it off. Any lessons learned or any thoughts about that?
I guess lessons learned is always use your hand sanitizer when you're not working. Because the colds will go around.
We do get a lot of traffic, we meet a lot of people, and yes, our chances of catching something is bigger.
That's one. But otherwise, in my case, even though I was feeling sick, there's a movie in our film festival called Inori Prayer, and then all I can do is just pray every day and gain strength from that. And secondly, it's mind over matter because I'm so excited. I'm running on adrenaline. I probably have a few days to recoup the next few days. But prayer and, of course, keeping in mind and thinking positively that you can do it in spite of all of these distractions.
Mm-hmm. Also, I wanted to share to our audience, all the screenings are really memorable. A couple of films stood out for me, not just because of audience attendance, but just an amazing Q&A. Of course, all of Luis Pedron's Q&A is just awesome and amazing, and there's no other film festival who does that. But I just felt the Teresa's Mother Q&A, Ruby Booby, and the Foreigner Q&A was just amazing, and the filmmakers was just amazing and fascinating. Any thoughts on that?
In addition to that, they were our award winners.
Oh, okay.
That's the Sunday lineup you were talking about. Our comedy lineup, which is all lighthearted movies. The Foreigner is from Bulgaria. And did you see the beautiful Bulgarian people that attended?
Yes.
They filled it up, and apparently there's a big Bulgarian community here. And they were laughing and laughing, laughing in each and every word that was said in the movie.
It's an amazing movie, if I may just add, just amazing. Congratulations on programming that.
That's directed by Nikki Iliev, who The Foreigner, they flew in. Sanya, thank you very much for coming. The Foreigner actually won our Best Global Narrative or our Best Picture International.
Was there any surprise, hit, or a surprise screening, that you weren't expecting?
I think The Foreigner was a surprise hit, but already in the beginning there were such good promoters. I asked everyone to do YouTube promos, and they were the first one who sent out a full music video, and that was just their promo. So I thought maybe they were going to bring in people, and lo and behold, I think if not, they're not the top. They might be number 2 in bringing in a lot of people. So thank you very much. But you were mentioning Ruby Booby, of course. They're from Canada and they're from California as well. They brought in a lot of people too. And they won Best Actress. And lastly, Teresa's Mother, which I think might be the #1 seller. Teresa's Mother, I think, is #1 seller. Won the U.S. Narrative or Best Picture U.S.
And I wanted to add, the award ceremony itself was very memorable. People are going to see when we started uploading that. But the Q&A was also fascinating. They brought the entire family. And how did you feel when you were interviewing those kids? You seem to have a depth adeptness into interviewing even kids. It's pretty amazing. Can you share a little bit about that experience?
It's interesting because when I program a film, I usually watch it once or twice, especially if I like it. So the familiarity of seeing those characters, the children that they were talking about is Darren Press, the husband, and C. Fraser Press, our husband and wife. And what they did was they included all their children, 3 ladies, 3 kids, 3 girls, were included as main characters of the film. And he's talking about they were in the Q&A and they were at the awards night and they were so cute. And one of the thing that the mother said, who's C. Fraser Press, who's also the lead actress, she said that the reason why they put the kids is it's cheaper because they don't have to hire a babysitter.
Yes. So, there's going to be a part 2 of this, but I wanted to ask Luis what he anticipates and what his vision is. He's our leader, our festival director. He's the one who started all of this. We follow his lead. All the programming are his vision, and everyone loves the film. My only thing is, I wish there were more people who came. We had a good number, but with the lineup of films that Luis worked so hard to program, I'm hoping, and I know next year there will be more people. What do you anticipate as far as next year programming, and also as far as the festival, in its entirety? It's a bigger picture.
Oh, I anticipate that there's no Hurricane Sandy next year, and I think our audiences will double up next year. And what we're going to do next year, please anticipate that we will already announce a program, not on November, not on October, not on September, but probably the tail end of August. So we'll have 2 months to prepare and 2 months to promote. That's one thing we can do. So the filmmakers can also book their flights. And lastly, what we're going to do is we're probably going to have lesser programs. This year, I overdid myself and created 35 programs, meaning 5 programs a day. Next year, I'll probably do a little bit less so we can concentrate on the programming. But in spite of that, everybody flew in, and a lot of people still came. But next year, it'll be bigger and better.
I totally agree. The feedback was just tremendous. You will see all of it on video. We're not just saying it, but filmmaker actually said it during the Q&A, during our interviews here. And also, on top of that, I would like to report that our nonprofit work for this year's festival is very, very successful. The Happiness Photo Project, a lot of people knows more about the Mount Hope Scholarship Fund and the Happiness Photo Project. We saw about 20-something pictures, and that's huge, especially when the festival is like promoting all sorts of different stuff. People were still able to find out about our work, our nonprofit work, which is really a part of our mission, and it's the foundation why we want to screen arts and films. Any last word? We will have a second part of this, and we will discuss like we'll go to the list of all the memorable screenings. But if you can just share any final words before before I let you go.
I just want to do a couple of thank yous. I'm sure I should do more thank yous after this for another video. But Awards Night, you mentioned Awards Night. Thank you very much for the support of DCG, our Deputy Consul General of the Philippines, Tess De Vega, and Consul General Mario De Leon Jr. of the Philippine Consulate General of New York, and of course Philippine Tourism Office in New York City as well. Thank you, Sir Vic, for having us dun sa Kalayaan Hall at the Kalayaan Hall. And of course, Triumvirate Entertainment, Joey, Chris, and Crystal, who brought us several parties, including Bar 13, which is our home party every night, 13th Street and University, Bar 13. And we did Aspen Social Club as well at the Stay Hotel in Times Square for the awards night after party. Thank you guys for helping us out. I'll do more thank yous in another video.
There's another part too. Yeah, there you go. Very much straight from our favorite festival director, the greatest, the one and only, the dashing Mr. Luis Pedron. This is Jerry Blasa, International Film Festival Manhattan. We love films and we love New York.